We are live, sir.
Yes. Hello guys, welcome to you all. So first we will thank your Skill Edge for this video, for this knowledge sharing session, for this masterclass, where we will see we have came across this point like which profile is best for me, who are data analyst, who are business analyst, who are data scientist. So we are going to cover today which are these three profiles, who are these three peoples, okay, who will be working under these profiles, and what is the right profile for them. So under the guidance of Skill Edge, we will initiate this process. Now the agenda will be, we will cover 4 points. First, we will see who is an data analyst, business analyst. Then we will see who is an data analyst. Then we will look for who is an data scientist. Then we will see what are the do's and don'ts for selecting a right profile. Okay. So now, who is a business analyst? Business analyst is a person who understands and solves a business problem, validates a business requirement. Okay. So what do you mean by that? Okay. Take a scenario. Now client comes to you. एक client आता है आपके पास. Now client expects कि car चाहिए, right? Clients need a car, right? So he will specify he needs 4 wheels. Okay. Over that 4 wheels, we should have some place where we can sit. Okay. He don't know कि उसे car बोलते हैं. He don't know that what that particular object is defined. He don't know, right? Because various softwares have different name, but your client doesn't know, right? We also don't know कि particular software को क्या बोला जाता है, right? AI based software को voice recognition system बोलते थे, right? Like how to recognize person's voice. We don't know इसको voice recognition system बोलते हैं. हम तो ऐसे ही specify करते हैं ना, right? कि what like हमारा आवाज पहचान में आना चाहिए, right? So similar sort of, if at all someone wants that details, if someone have that details, so what your client will come to you, what he will look for? He will look for I need 4 wheels where we can sit over that 4 wheels, and that entire system should move forward and backward. Okay. So business analyst is the person who will understand this problem. Okay. Who will understand the client's requirement, and based on that requirement, he will try to build the okay, my client requires a car. So this is how he will be able to identify the problem from the client and validates the requirement, okay, and checks the requirement. Is the requirement proper, right? And asking the relevant questions to the client, right? What exactly you want, till by time with by you need this project, what all things you want to add. So that all details your business analyst will take into consideration and follow forward these details to your IT team or your data analyst. Okay. So now comes your business analyst. So business analyst is a mediator or a medium between your IT team and the client. Okay. So your client doesn't directly move to your IT team. Okay. And tell the requirement, because your IT team may or may not understand the client requirement. So in that case, they need business analyst who can transform that information, from the client perspective to IT team. Okay. So this is the primary role and the base role of a business analyst. Now, what all responsibilities and roles are there for this business analyst? So we have, the business analyst needs to be a very good communicator. Okay. Communicate with client and understand the business problem. So that is his primary role, primary responsibility. Then comes identify the business objective, right? What their business is requiring for, what they want exactly, what are their exact requirements, that he should be able to identify, right? Third point, closely be able to work with development team as well, right? So that whatever your client has suggested, right? Whatever your client has suggested, he should be able to communicate with the development team, right? Closely, so that he will be understanding, is the work flowing in the right direction or not? He should understand that part. Finally, he should manage all the present and documents present properly, whatever the process is, whatever he has built to the client. On the same side, he should also document all the procedure, all the steps and the results, so that he can distribute that results to your client, and explain those distribution to your team as well. And finally, based on that distribution, he can explain the explainability of that process to your client itself. What all skills are required? So first, you need to have a understanding of business, like some understanding of your business, right? Business understanding is the primary role, primary key point. Then comes your critical thinking, right? Once you have understood the requirement, you need to think, okay, how I can transform this problem so that IT team can understand it. Okay. Then we will look for visualization tool to visualize the aspects, to visualize the data, to visualize the flow. Okay. So there you need some visualization tools. For analysis, you need some Excel part, Python part, or R part, whichever is convenient for you. So all the three are well and good for you. Then you need SQL. SQL is for data management and data storage. So whatever data you will get from the client, okay, you need to store it somewhere. So you will be storing it over SQL. So finally, you will need a very good, excellent part of presentation skills so that you can present your project in front of your client. So to showcase your project and to enhance your value of your project, right? So that you can ask a better value from the client. So this all skills are the primary and appropriate skills, okay, which you need in your working profession. Okay. So these are the primary skills which you need. What all projects it comes to a business analyst, or task comes to your business analyst? So there are revenue generation. So what will be my revenue after 5 years? Okay, how much revenue will be get generated after 3 years, right? So that part business analyst will take care of. How to allocate resources over the different sets of projects. That is a part of business analyst. Marketing operations. Okay, so which all operations took place at particular time. Okay, so that all part will come under your marketing operations. Now business building, right? So which part we should focus on particular point on some day, which part we should focus on particular point on another day. That will come under your business building. How this will grow your entire business, right, on day-to-day basis. So this will comes under your business building. So this all task will be a responsibility of your business analyst. So now comes the main point, and how much I can expect a salary as a business analyst. So according to Glassdoor, where it has been a very certified platform, and it is in today's scenario, in today's date, we can see it has been updated on 12th April 2022. You can expect a very good salary of 8 lakhs per annum as a very average salary, and starting from as low as 4. So you can reach it to 17. That is a very fresher salary we are talking about for a business analyst. So it's a very appropriate time to enter into this profile. And which are the 5 business analyst companies? Which are these 5 business analyst companies? So we have Mu Sigma is one of the excellent companies to work with as a business analyst. Then we have Latent View. Then we have Tiger Analytics. Then we have Absolute Data. And then we have your Accenture. So these are the Accenture, not being a specific business analyst company, but yes, it do multiple tasks of your business analyst too. So that's why we haven't added, but still it is there. Now comes to your data analyst. So data analyst is the person who will gather, who will gather the data and process it. Okay. After which they analyze the process data and identify some useful and meaningful business insights. Okay. So now after the data is being gathered from your data analyst, first your business analyst will tell the problem to your data analyst. Now data analyst will identify that problem. Okay, this is the problem. So now accordingly, he will gather the data, okay, for the analysis. So he will gather the data and process it. Okay. So what do you mean by process? we need to clean that data. We need to segregate data, right? Because in current scenario, we have lots amount of data is available, right? But we need separate data which is relevant for our use case, right? If at all I have given you age, if at all I have given you weight, height, then you can calculate BMI, but you cannot calculate someone's salary with this data, right? So it is relevant for your BMI calculation, but it is not relevant for your salary calculation. So this is how we need to process that data. We need to gather that data which is relevant, right? So first point, we need to gather and we need to process that data. After which we need to identify useful and meaningful business insights from it. Okay, so this is the responsibility of data analyst. So what are these meaningful insights from the data? So you can imagine, whenever a customer spin in to any shop, he looks for a specific point, like he look for a specific point, like is there any discount, right? If at all the discount is more than 50% over any product, the chances of selling is more than 90%, right? So this meaningful insight, how we came to know? By we have seen the data previously, right? We have seen the data previously. So if at all I increase my price and keep 50% discount, so it will help, right? So this is how company makes profit with the help of data analyst. Now, what are the roles and responsibility of a data analyst? To understand the requirements. Okay, to understand the requirements, what exactly the requirements are from the business analyst or from the clients. Okay, that is the primary point. Now collect the data, process that data. Okay, collecting the data from different sources. In the current scenario, we have the data from the various platforms like LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, or your Excels, or your various company portals, or your SQL server. So right, you have having your various databases. So you can get the data from n number of resources, right? So that you have to consider, that you have to take ahead. Now comes your process of the data. How to process that data from the multiple resources. So that is also a challenging part. So that you have to move with. Then formulate that data so that you can bring some insights, bring some points from it, and finally present your outcomes. So these are the responsibilities of your data analyst. Now, which skills you should move ahead with? First, data understanding. So as a business analyst, you should have some understanding about the business. As a data analyst, you should have some understanding about your data, and like some understanding about of your data. So how your data moves, how your data, how your data performs in different cases, how your data can help you in deciding certain points, right? So that you need to know before you are starting your career over data analyst. So how I can understand these points? So here comes your skill edge. Skill edge is a very good platform where you can learn and exactly understands how this profile works and how these profiles are working in these domains and what exactly these people are doing in this domain. So skill edge is a platform which will help you to understand each and every skills, right? So these skills will definitely help you to grow your career, right, into relevant companies as well as with relevant skills, so that you can bring your destiny to your feet. So with this point, I will start with, again, what all skills you need. You need Tableau. Okay, for visualization, whatever you have built, whatever data you are working with, you need to visualize it, right? So you need Tableau for visualization. Then you need some presentation skills as well, right? Whatever dashboard you have built, whatever data you have built, whatever points you have acquired, you need to present it, right? You need to present it. So you can present it with the help of your presentation skills, because with the help of your presentation you will be able to highlight those key points. You will be able to highlight those points in front of your client, in front of your team, right? So where you will be adding some of the graphs, where you will be adding some of the charts. So that are nothing but your skills to enhance your data, right? Enhance your data. So now you should have basic domain knowledge, right? If at all you are working with your automobile industry, if at all you are working with your non like your finance industry, if at all you are working with your FMCG industry, you should have some knowledge about that industry, how that industry moves, how that industry works. Basic knowledge, not a depth knowledge, what all metrics are there. No, just a basic knowledge is enough, so that you will be able to understand the data that clearly. Still, there are key points available for that data. Still, it would be very beneficial if you have some understanding of it. Now, specific tools and skills which are required: your machine learning, okay, that is a model building tool, which is a prescriptive tool, which is required, right? Then we have Python and R for your data analysis, right? For your script building. Then we have Excel, which is also an analytic tool. Then we have SQL for large storage of your data and large retrieval and extraction of your data. Which task will come under your data analysts? The pattern recognition. So what all patterns are there in your data? So like whenever a person purchases a milk, he will definitely purchase a egg or a bread. Okay, so this is a pattern which is being find out. So that is a kind of a pattern recognition. Now spike identification. Spike identification, when we are working with your stock market exchange. So in your stock market exchange, suddenly due to some news, it happens a share of 1500 rupees reaches to a price of 4000, right? So and again on the fourth or fifth day, it comes nearby to the same position, 1500. So to identify, if at all we are able to identify this spike, why this spike is for, and how come this spike arised. So that task is of data analyst. So data analyst is the person who will identify the reasons, who will identify this spikes. Okay. So this is how company makes profit, with the help of data analyst to identify the spikes and invest right in right time. Now, future possibilities of business estimations. Now, to identify the future possibilities, their future aspects, right? So in the current scenario, we have our we have petrol, or on the higher side, higher distribution. So you can take it this way. You can take it this way. Should we purchase it right now in a bulk or not? Okay. Or electric vehicles are coming into market. Okay. So should we purchase them right now, or should we wait for the right time? Right? Because it is on the R&D side. It is on the R&D side. We are yet to have some confidence over those vehicles. Are they good enough? Because we don't have that many charging stations. We don't have that many confidence over those vehicles. So should we wait or should we purchase? Right? So similarly, this points are being analyzed by your data analyst, where they will help you to have future possibilities over your business estimation. Right? Now plan and build report to showcase the insights from the data. Right? So now the final and the best role, like the more professional kind of a role of a data analyst, to plan and build a report. Okay. So if at all you are working with an industry where you are working with a bank. Okay. Now take an assume you are, as you are working in your bank. So you will build a report like by the end of this 2023, if at all we will invest more than 24% over a new startups. Okay, over a new startups in India. So then we can get uh, 45 to 50% of profit, right? So by with the help of some data, with the help of some graph, with the help of some reports, right? By like we will be showing some 5 years of investment. We will be showing some different types of plots. We will be showing some interest over the various countries over the startup, right? So with the help of this data, we will be building reports and plan how much we should initiate the funding right now, right away, or 2 years down the line, 3 years down the line, how we will fund them, right, to maximize our profit. So this is how you can plan and report. So this is the part of your data analyst. So top 5 companies for data analyst. So top 5 companies are Mu Sigma again, tops the list. Then we have SAS, Accenture, Taboo, Quick. So Quick is the one of the emerging and being established well in the market as a data, like one of the excellent data analyst company. Okay. So here you can expect a salary of average salary of 5,87,000. Okay. Almost 6 lakhs, and as low as 3 and as max as 13 lakhs. So now this is an average salary which you can expect. And what I would suggest, don't just look at the package right now. It seems to be okayish, but yes, 1 year down the line, you can, once you have a very good understanding of this data, once you have gone through the entire process, once you have some experience in your pocket, you can imagine a very good and excellent level of growth in your career if you are dedicated. And so for all these points which you want to do, which you want to work with, Skill Edge is your partner which will help you to initiate you to the right path, to the right step. So now moves to the data scientist. So data scientist seems to be a very technical kind of a role. Yeah, surely it is, but slightly not that technical. We didn't need to be an excellent programmer. Okay. Neither a very excellent kind of a coder to start our profile into data scientist. What we need to know is how your algorithm works. Okay. What is the mathematics behind it? A basic understanding of mathematics will also do, and how to implement that model, how to implement that technique over a particular problem. So that is the primary part, how a data analyst should work with. Okay. Now data analyst is a person who analyze, who visualize, okay, the existing data and implement algorithm to build predictive model for future decisions, right? So data scientist is a person who analyze your data. Okay. What, as like your data analyst, data scientist will also analyze your data. He will also visualize your data as like your data analyst, right? Now he is the person who will build, who will focus more on implementation of your algorithm to build a predictive model, right? For future decision making, how the future will look like, what all decision we should take, automated decision we should perform in future, right? So that all part will come under your data scientist. So data scientist is the person who will build solution, automated solution for your future decisions, right? So that will comes under your data scientist. Now comes the responsibility and roles. So communicate with your client and understand the business problem, right? So with, along with your business analyst, okay, many times many companies want their data scientist to be a part of that team, right? Because data scientist is the person who knows the data excellently, and who knows the who knows the possibility, which all possibilities are there to do that particular task, right? So that it should not happen that business analyst has committed something, okay, and when we are looking at the data, it is not possible. So data scientist is the person. Many cases it also happens, your business analyst will come, like data analyst and business analyst will communicate with your data scientist. Okay. So this will also happen. So there are two and multiple types of flow with the different sets of companies. Okay. So business data analyst needs to have a very good communication skills to communicate with client. Okay. And understand the business problem so that he can build the automated solution, because he has to build the solution. That's where the clarity on the problem set should be clear. Then identify the business objective. Okay. Because without knowing the business objective, if you are building any solution, that is not going to help you much. working closely with the development team, because if at all you have built one solution, okay, if at all you have built one solution, you should able to identify a team where you can implement it and what all changes are required in that particular point. Okay, what all algorithms you should use, what all points you should use, how to train your data. So there are multiple sets of points which you should consider. Finally, present and documents the results. So how your model is performing, what are its accuracies, how it is performing on the different data types or data sets, right? Or what are its for future possibilities. How is it confident enough? Can we business be reliable over those models, so that you can work with. Okay, so that is the primary responsibility of a data scientist. So now comes your skills. So your skills of your data scientist is very similar to your data analyst, but here what rises is the level and the excellence level of your performance. So you should have a very excellent level of data understanding. Okay, you should be very versed enough to understand those tools like Tableau, so that you can visualize those data into an into a level where you can actually find the insights directly from that visualization tool itself, rather than looking at the data by various platforms. You should be able to identify those trends by the Tableau or the business visualization platform itself. Now you should be so much insightful as a business analyst, as a data scientist, that you should add some key points, right? So if a pattern is there in the data, you should be able to communicate with that pattern. Okay, is the recursive movement is there in the pattern? So you should try to find out that pattern and present it properly. Then the basic domain knowledge is must for your data scientist skills. And that is very similar to your business data analyst as well. Now, entirely your machine learning skills is a very major plays a very major role in your data scientist position, because to build a predictive model to decide a future value, you need some skills. Okay, so machine learning is a process of making your machine learns automatically. So now things are moving towards automation. So you need each and everything, okay, which is being automated and which are working in that direction, where you will be getting auto suggestions, right? Your Netflix, whenever you ping to certain sites of websites, certain sites of movies, you will get certain recommendations. If you are watching more frequently horror movies, you will get horror movies. If you are watching certain sets of uh, your romantic movies, you will definitely get a suggestions of romantic movie itself. So how this happen? This happens with the help of machine learning. So they have implemented machine learning, and based on your suggestions, they provide you the relevant content. Okay, similarly on your voice recognition system. So voice recognition system also works the same way. Your voice is being trained. Okay, your voice is being trained by the machine with the help of your machine learning models. Now your machine knows, is this your voice or is this some other's voice? Okay, it has been trapped and traced. Okay, now based on that traced value or traced audio, your machine can recognize, is this your voice or not? So this is how machine learning is helping to build solution, to help the organizations, to help the data scientists to build this solution. So it is a very primary and most important skill of a business analyst, the data scientist, which is helping him to build the solution. Now comes your Python and R, which are the platforms where you will be writing those scripts for your machine learning tool, right? Then you have Excel for for your data insights, or if you want to have some insights of your data. Then we have SQL if you are working with an excellent large number of data which you cannot handle over your laptop. So that in that case you can look for server details or SQL. So this all are the skills which as a business, as a data scientist, you should move ahead with. So now your business analyst, data analyst, and data scientist, they are nothing but they are playing a very nothing but a very similar kind of a role. First, business analyst is the person who will acquire the information, acquire the business points from your business analyst, from your client. Similarly, data scientist will also acquire the same part. Now, data analyst is the person who will acquire the data from the business analyst. Okay, try to find some insights, try to process that data. Now that processed data, the clean data, the relevant data, he will pass to data scientist. Okay, now data scientist will again look for some insights. Okay, cross check those insights, try to build solution, and understand the business problem as well for building this solution. So this is how data scientist is the combination of both. Okay, but on the other hand, he is also building a solution over it. So this is how, that's why. And what all tasks are comes under your data scientist. So now it is we can see, so data analyst also identify patterns, spike identification, okay, future possibilities of business estimation, plans, and build report to showcase the insights from the data. So how are this two similar? So data scientist and data analyst performs the same work, but here your data scientist will also build the solution, right? So data analyst will find the pattern, but your data analyst will just find the pattern. Your data scientist will try to build a model which will which will predict that pattern number of times in future automatically without any intervention, right? So you don't need to worry about the pattern in the future. Okay, so data scientist will take care of your future as well, right? Rather than today, it will take care of your future as well to identify those patterns. Okay, so now spike identification. So data analyst will identify that spike, why that particular spike has taken over. Now data scientist will identify that spike multiple times, and it will help you to build solution. So whenever your spike arises, now based on your data, you know when your spike is going to arise. So data scientist will take the advantage, take the help of your spike identification and build a solution to take the profits from it, right? When to purchase before before spike rises, it should purchase. After spike release it should sell. So this is how your spike identification can be profitable with the help of data scientist. Now future possibilities of business estimation, right? So based on the current market, based on the previous years of data, we have a data analyst will try to find out the possibilities. Now once you have done with your possibilities, right, once you have estimated your business, so that you don't need to do, your data analyst doesn't needs to do this task multiple times, right? So your data scientist will automate this entire process, automate this entire process, and make this part iterative. So if you have read the data of past 10 years and predicted for 11th year, 12th year, 13th year, 15th years, right? Now based on your estimations, which points you have considered, which values you have considered, and you have predicted a future value, your data scientist will build a solution. Okay, so based on those points, he will create another model. He will create another model which will predict the next 10 years, next 15 years, next 25 years, next 40 years of predictions. Okay, so this is how data analyst will help you to find the new and upcoming possibilities as well as solutions as well. Similar goes with your plan and build reports to showcase insights, right? So it will also build solution as well. That's why we have, okay, that's why we have Google, Amazon, Mu Sigma, Latent View, Accenture. These are the companies which are there in the market for a data scientist. Now comes do's and don't while selecting a right profile. So before moving to this point, uh, so many a times you are stuck, right? Which profile is good for us? And you're like, कि ठीक है sir, ठीक है. मेरा friend ये ले रहा है, so I will move with this point. Okay. So okay, sir, मेरे घर में तो सब लोग यही है. I will start with this. So this all are the wrong views. This all are the wrong views, or not right for all everyone. So here comes your skill edge. Here comes your skill edge. Who has all the working professionals with them, a team of experts from IIM and IITs, those who have worked on the cause for making the students so much relevant, so much excellent in their career, right? By helping them, by guiding them in the right direction. So what do you think? What you required for a success? Is it your skills? Is it your technique? Is it your hard work? No, it's just your temperament, how you take things, right? That is the most important part, right? So in skill edge, we build that. So skills can be learned, right? If at all we ask a student, okay, student of 5th to 7th or 10th, even 9th. So what if at all I will ask them, let's have fun, let's play cricket, right? And if some coach is there in the cricket ground, so he will definitely learn that part, right? He will definitely learn that part. The reason is he has that temperament of learning. He has that temperament of learning. Okay. And he is able to communicate with that part, right? That's why he's interested. Similarly, what is the, and you are learning that skill. You are learning that skill from that coach, and you are even reading it. If he has asked you to read that particular part, you will read it from Google, right? So this is how your temperament is the most important part which is required. So skill edge is a platform where it will help you to build that temperament in you. So you can learn your skills, you can get your hard work into picture, you can do all the points, do your learning with it. But yes, the best part you need is temperament. So skill edge is the right platform to give you all the 4 points together: your skills, your temperament, your career path, uh, your most relevant point, your jobs. So you can start your career. So this all 4 points, skill edge takes care of it for you. So I would really thank you and suggest you to be a part of this skill edge masterclass, and to be very optimistic enough to continue the session till now. And now we will be looking for those points that will really going to help you for not for this three profiles, for rest all profiles, for rest all of your careers as well. Okay. So we have also mentioned our skill edge official links for LinkedIn, Instagram, your YouTube and Facebook. So you can refer their skill edge from there. So we have select your profile based on your interest, right? Sir, don't select your profile based on salary. सर ये प्रोफाइल में डेटा साइंटिस्ट प्रोफाइल में सैलरी ज्यादा अच्छा है, सो आई थिंक वी शुड मूव विद दिस सैलरी, राइट? डेटा साइंटिस्ट में सैलरी 8 lakhs होता है एवरेज, और बिजनेस एनालिस्ट में तो सर 6 ही है, तो आई थिंक आई शुड मूव विथ डेटा साइंटिस्ट. But if you are coming from a background of business BBA, BCom, so if you are coming from a business background, so you know the business better, right? You have a you just need to work on your communication skills. You don't need to learn on more on a technical side. So that in that case, salary is not helping you. In that case, what will help you? Your interest. Okay, your interest. Your skills will help you. Rather than your interest, your skills will help you in that case. So now first point, select a profile based on your interest, which excites you more. So now you know all the three profiles: business analyst, data scientist. You know their responsibilities, you know their skills. So now you can decide which excites you more. Business analyst is the person who will be keeping themselves always into your uh, client facing side, right? He will be communicating most of their time with your clients, right? Data scientist is the person who will be always be in a box and working with those algorithms and build your solutions. Data analyst is the person who is the mediator of both. So you decide which streams you like the most and move in the direction, right? So this is how you should choose your career. This is how you should choose your profile based on your interest. Then don't select a profile based on salary. Don't select a profile based on salary, right? Salary किसी का ज़्यादा है, किसी का कम है, it doesn't affect you. If at all your interest is there, right? If at all your interest is there, you will definitely going to get a better salary than the other profile. Okay, because you will perform automatically and you will love your work, right? So then the third point are skills. Your skills matter the most. Your skills matter the most. So if at all you are from the technical side, you are from the engineering background, or if you are from the mathematical background, you are from the coding background. So, and you are interested there as well. If you are interested there as well, then you can look for data scientist, data analyst position, right? Because that will help you to grow your career into the direction, right? If at all you want to move towards business analyst, it will be not tough, but yes, it could be slightly hard. You need to take hard efforts to move in the direction. Similarly, a business analyst who wants to turn to data scientist, he is possible to switch. He is able to switch into that direction, but it is going to be more hard steps are required for this. So that's why based on your skills, based on your profile, you should select your profiles. Okay. Now comes your how people select. So what we don't have to follow. So don't select your profile based on your friends and majority. Sir, mere sare friends are moving towards this profile, so I will also join them. Sir, majority are moving towards this profile. Everyone is looking towards this three profiles, so we will move towards this three profiles. No, it should not be the case. If you are interested, if you are clear with your goal, if you are ready to do the points which are required, if you are ready to acquire those skills, then only move to that particular profile. Then always move with a consultant advice rather than a celebrity advice, right? So if Shah Rukh Khan comes and say, मैं भी ये platform को choose करता हूँ, so how come you are not even, if at all your Arjun Kapoor suggest you, I will prefer this XYZ institute. Yet you are not even 12th pass here. How we can rely on you, right? So that's why always it's good to work with your consultant advice. You should always move towards consultant advice, because they will guide you, they will give you the right direction, because they are working with your kind of people who are a bit dicey, who are confused, who have less relevant ideas, who don't know about the industry, who don't know what profile is for, okay, what this profile expects. The people like you who are confused or not clear, confused is the wrong word. If you are not clear, then you should always move to a advice of consultant, right? Who will consult you the right advice, right? Or a professional you should look for, right? So in skill edge, we have like skill edge has an excellent consultants who will guide you with the all profiles, who will give you the right narration to your career, who will help you to grow your career in an excellent manner. Select the profile based on analysis and market research. Don't select your profile on speculations. Meko, I need a job of, okay, I need a job of 10 lakhs. I need to move to foreign country. I want to stay there where I will be getting a salary of 1 CR. Okay, so I will be moving there. No, so this is your speculation. You are just thinking and you are just wishing and you are moving ahead with that points, right? So don't move with your speculations. This will happen, this will happen, you will switch this. No, don't move with your speculations. Do the analysis, do the market research. Okay, so what market is demanding, what are their expectations, which profile are required, why that profiles are required, what are the reasons for that profile, right? So that you have to find out. If at all you select a particular profile and that went down after 2 years, right, you are lost, right? So now that's why it is more relevant to have a right profile. So I would like to give you one example, right? In early 90s or 1960s and 1980s, even in 2000, we have various industries. So in that era, your mechanical engineering seems to be an excellent and evergreen branch. Okay, they never become out of job. They never become out of job. But in the current scenario, we can see there is a flop show from this branch. Okay, they are facing some issues like regress issues. The reason is we have like not less industries, but yes, comparative to the other industries, on the IT side we have less on the hardcore industries. So that's why we should do the analysis first before moving to any industry, right? So with this analysis and market resource as well, if at all you are not the expert, you are not the even you will Google, you will get some XYZ information at some location, XYZ information some other location, but they are with the different interpretations, right? So you need to understand what are the right points for you. So here your skill edge is there. We who will help you and guide you to this right point. So here I would like to end this session and thank you all. Thank you for this session, joining this session, and I would appreciate your presence for the next session too. Thank you guys.